Hello to all! I hope you're fine and healthy, and I hope that everything is going well in these crazy COVID times and that you can come some to Spain to enjoy your house or look for your house if this is what you want to do. Today we are filming a new video here in the office, and the idea is to talk about a subject that many clients ask us when they own a property in Spain and they want to reform their home, their apartment or their house. And this is about if I need a building license when I want to reform my house. And the answer is yes, you need a building license. But I would like to talk about the different type of building licenses that you will need. There are many others, but I will concentrate in the two main used building licenses and also specify or describe for which kind of works you need a specific building license. And then the idea is also to give you some comments about them, when or where and blah 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 about this. And finally, some recommendations. So the topic today is, do I need a building license if I reform my house in Spain? And the answer is yes, you need it. Well, starting about the different type of building licenses, I distinguish about the two main ones depending on the complication or level of work involved. And we distinguish about what we call in Spanish obra menor and obra mayor. With obra menor, it could be translated as minor works. Minor, we mean not very big things that you need to do. And when we talk about major works, obra mayor in Spanish means something big. So that is the main difference. And if we go to describe what is an obra menor or a minor work, we could see like changing the floor, changing the doors, painting, changing the glasses, the windows. So changing some parts that we could call them aesthetics, that will not mean or will not involve some structural parts, demolishing walls, so changing the structure of your house. So this is what we call minor works. Of course, if you are only going to paint inside your apartment, maybe you don't need a license. But if you check the websites or the information about the municipalities or the administration that will run their license, they talk also about painting. But let's say for minor works that we could assimilate to aesthetic things, aesthetic changes, you will need to apply for a license for minor works. When we talk about major works, is when, as I say, something big. What means something big? It means something that it will affect the structure of your house. And when we talk about a structure, it could be like, okay, you have a terrace and a balcony, and you will see that it's very common in Spain to close a terrace with glass doors or with glass windows. And for example, if you want to make a window bigger than it was before, or maybe you have like I don't know, like an outdoor garage and then you want to close it. So something that has an effect on the size of your house. In that case, it's a major work. So this is the main difference. Minor works, let's call them aesthetics. Major works, changes that will affect to the extension, to the size of your house. Good. These kind of works will implicate or will apply for different type of license, as I say, and sometimes they're easy to get and sometimes they're more complicated to get. Most of the minor works will be accepted by the municipality, by the town hall. And in most of the municipalities now the application is very simple. It's what we call in Spanish declaración responsable. And this is where you, as a property owner, declare before the town hall that you want to do a work that is you are responsible for. And you sign, most of the applications are online, where you describe the works, or you just click the kind of works you are doing. You attach a budget from a building company or an estimate cost for it, and you send it to the town hall. And as I say, in most of the cases they will be accepted by the town hall. Major works, you need to present a project, a technical project, signed most of the cases by an architect. As I say, it's a big thing. And in that project, the architect will have to make the drawings and the changes that you're doing. Even if we talk about a balcony, closing a balcony, you'd say, is that a big thing? Of course it is. Yeah? And then based on that project, and also in the economical budget to develop that project, you will apply for the license. And that license takes quite long to get it, especially in the last years. I don't know why, but it takes a lot, and especially in some municipalities. So when we talk about minor works, license seems to be easy. When we talk about major works, there are more work implicated and it takes longer.
How much is longer time?
The key question is how long it takes to get a license, especially a major work license, and it's difficult to say, but it could go up to 1 year or longer. So it's quite a long process. We can maybe get surprises that the town hall answers quicker, but in my experience, at least what I know, my experiences here in Costa del Sol, is that it takes approximately 1 year or even longer. Well, now we have distinguished the two main different kind of licenses. Of course, there are many others like rehabilitation of old buildings and other things, but I don't want to talk about all this. I will talk about these main two. And then, comments about the licenses. They're mandatory. That means that you are committed to ask for it. So don't start a work in your house if you don't have the license. At least applied for. You have to do it.
What happens if you don't do it?
If you don't do it, you have a big risk that either the municipality, the town hall, controls that you're doing works in your house and can knock the door and can talk to the builders at that moment and can say, okay, you're doing which kind of works you're doing, what are you doing here? And they can start a process against you with big fines, and it takes also a long time. So this is one thing, but other thing are your neighbors. Your neighbors can complain as well, yeah, or can also inform the town hall that my neighbor is doing a work and we don't know if he is or she is having a license for it. So please, if you start works to reform your property, ask for a license. The second thing is that the license must be applied to the town hall, and the town hall must answer you that, okay, we give you the license to start. It is true that it's especially for major works. You cannot start a big work in your apartment or in your house without a major work license. Minor works, many people, we all do it in a sense, but because we know that they will be permitted. We are not doing things, like I said before, painting. I am disturbing anyone for painting my apartment inside. The answer is no. So I don't think the town hall could deny a license for it. At least I have never seen it. But I recommend you to, or no, I don't recommend, you have to apply for the license in advance and wait for an answer from the town hall.
And they mean some costs as well, right?
Yes, the license, when you apply for the license, in order to be granted by the town hall, you need to pay some fees. For minor works are not that big, and as I say, you attach a budget, an estimated budget, and they will calculate. There's different percentages depending on the municipality, but we are not talking about big amount of money. About major works is different, because in those cases, as I say, it's a project by an architect with an economical budget, and the percentage of the fees goes up to 3% or even 4% of the total budget. So it's another extra big cost. So again to say, apply for them in advance, wait for the answer from the town hall. As I say, it's granted by the town hall of each municipality where your property is located, and pay the fees. The fees are estimated on an estimated budget. The town hall can later on to check, okay, which is the real cost of your reform, and can come again with another fees to pay. So it can happen. I have seen that even 1 year later, my clients have got a letter from the town hall and have said, where you paid 300 euros, you have to pay 400 euros. So you need to pay the difference. So it happens. So be aware of that. And that's all about the licenses. Yeah? So what I wanted to tell you about the difference, about the type of licenses, and what you have to have in mind. And there are two aspects that I would like to end this video with, two main recommendations. And the main part, or the main recommendation, is that even if you have a building company that you trust and you have full confidence, ask them if they can confirm everything with an architect or with a technical architect. In Spain we have a profession which is called aparejador, which is a technical architect that is similar to the architect, and both of them can confirm you which kind of license you need to apply, which kind of, if depending on the works that you want to do. So I recommend you to check either with an architect or with an aparejador, as I say, technical architect. And the second recommendation, which is also very important, is that if your apartment or your property is in a community, is member of a community of owners, that you check with them. Two main aspects. If what you want to do is permitted by the community of owners, for example, the case that you want to close your balcony or your terrace, if it's permitted by the community of owners, and then if it's when you want to start, if it's also permitted by the community of owners. Because as you know, we talk here mainly about properties along the coast that are used mainly during the summer period or during the holiday season. And some communities do not permit works during the high season, because this where it's mainly occupied and you disturb due to the noise and due to the movement of workers. Yeah? So very important, what I say first, check with an architect or with a technical architect, and also check with your community that the works that you want to do are permitted, and when you want to start and finish is also permitted. Good. So that was all for today. It is a subject and question that comes very often from clients, and there are many different informations or views in internet or online about this. But just a little, I wanted to inform you about this aspect, and I hope that is practical for you in case you want to reform your house in Spain. So thank you. As every video, you're always welcome to make comments and to ask questions. We will be very happy to get them, and we will try to answer them. And again, keep healthy and see you soon. Thank you very much, and bye-bye.